Welcome to America. From the crowded sidewalks to the towering skylines of our major cities, Americans love this country. However, President-elect Obama has proposed a new gun ban, which leaves many fearful for their Second Amendment rights. Field correspondent Matt Peters takes a look.
Today we're sitting down with local NRA member Dan Grahn. Dan, thanks for coming in.
Hey Matt, thanks for having me.
Dan, do you believe that gun bans decrease gun-related violence?
No, I don't believe that gun bans do, because gun bans in the United States generally only pertain to automatic weapons or military-type weapons. So the bans don't really affect any kind of guns that are used in normal crimes, like pistols, revolvers, shotguns.
Can you think of any gun ban that would decrease gun-related violence?
If guns were banned in general, I don't think that it would stop it in any way, because a lot of things are illegal, but that doesn't stop you from getting it.
All right. How will people defend their homes and families without guns?
Well, there are always like conventional ways, like baseball bat or pepper spray, but it goes back to the first question. Even if guns were illegal and you couldn't use it to defend your home, the person who's breaking into your home may have gained a gun through illegal means.
What about an alarm system?
Well, alarm systems are effective in many ways, I guess, but even like a mediocre criminal can disarm an alarm system.
All right. Do you think that any new firearm bans will create a slippery slope of gun-grabbing legislation?
No, I don't believe so. Gun grabbing is like a big theory with the government today, and the Second Amendment, I think, is just too strong of an amendment to be compromised like that.
All right, Dan, thanks for your time.
Correspondent Matt Peters also had a chance to interview a local radio DJ.
We're back with the Jay and Randy Show.
Alrighty, back with more fun here. 1520 AM WCHE Westchester, where the static is heard worldwide at WCHE1520.com.
We're sitting down with local radio personality Randy Dasher from WCHE 1520 AM. Randy, are you currently a member of the NRA?
No, I'm not. I'm actually a member of the GOA, which is the Gun Owners of America. I am not a member of the NRA because they endorsed John McCain for president, and I feel that John McCain is a gun-grabbing bureaucrat, and I wouldn't join the NRA after hearing that they endorsed John McCain. I was very disappointed to hear that they endorsed John McCain for president.
So your choice is based on their partisan politics?
Yeah, I think the NRA, I think they've probably done some good things, but I think for them to endorse John McCain is more of a lesser of two evils between John McCain and Barack Obama, and it kind of cheapens what they do. I think they should have endorsed Bob Barr and made a stand. And actually, now that John McCain lost by a landslide, they would have really looked cool saying, hey, bring us a real Second Amendment candidate and we'll endorse them. And now after endorsing him and he lost by, so many votes anyway, it didn't help matters at all. So,
do you believe that gun bans decrease gun-related violence?
Not in the least, no. Actually, I think gun bans actually would increase violence. I think a criminal who doesn't know who is armed would be less likely to, just approach more people. I mean, I think by having a gun ban, you might as well have a sandwich board on you that says, I'm not armed. If you're walking around Washington, D.C., back when they had the gun ban, you're basically walking around just announcing to everyone, there's no chance I'm armed, so feel free to mug me or rape me or whatever the case may be.
Can you think of any gun bans that would decrease gun violence?
Not at all, no.
How will imposing rules on responsible gun owners prevent criminals from getting their hands on illegal weapons?
It won't. That's the short.
Yeah.
It won't.
Well, if they do end up banning guns, how will people defend their homes and families?
They won't be able to fairly defend themselves against criminals who have guns. I mean, I guess you could lift weights and learn karate, but that's still not going to help you against a criminal who has a gun because they're not concerned about the law. That's why they're criminals.
What about like a home alarm system or some other form of home defense, like a bat or maybe a golf club?
Well, I would never want to go up against somebody with a bat or a golf club if that person had a gun. And as far as an alarm system, it's basically like the saying goes, when seconds count, the police are just minutes away.
Do you think that any new firearm bans will create a slippery slope of gun grabbing legislation?
Absolutely. It's to me, I equate any gun bans as it would be the same as having like a First Amendment ban. If someone came up with, we have freedom of speech, but you can't say anything about the governor, and that would, obviously no one would go for that. So any kind of ban on the Second Amendment is a bad law. So it does create a slippery slope, like you say.
Do you know why the media doesn't note all the time that in the case of criminal use of guns, only 12% of purchased firearms are used in crimes, and the rest is just illegally acquired weapons?
I don't know why the media does what the media does. I couldn't explain it for you. Maybe people in the media are anti-gun, and that's their right. Don't buy one. But I think any law-abiding citizen should have his right to own a gun. I think it would certainly make criminals think twice. I think it's better off if all law-abiding citizens or more law-abiding citizens had guns. I think criminals would think twice before walking up to a Mac machine. If the chance is 2 out of 5 that the guy they're about to rob may be carrying, I think those kind of crimes would go away because eventually the criminals would all be dead. So. I don't know if that answers your question.
Kind of.
Okay.
Thanks for sitting down with us, answering a few questions.
You're quite welcome.
Only time will tell the outcome of this gun ban proposal, but the best thing we can do now is just wait and hope that our Second Amendment does not become inflicted upon or destroyed.